Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to your Epicenter coverage. The European qualifier. London Conspiracy going up against Team Spirit. Team Spirit, like, saying they convincingly won game number 1 would be a very, very big understatement.
5 seconds remaining.
Double the way the go. Team Spirit, just
Reserve
dominating
time.
performance, not even taking 15 minutes to take for one up against London Conspiracy. London Conspiracy, they were asking for it, they were begging for it, they were on their knees. They played very, very passive lanes, they had no real roaming influence at all. The Enigma's first thing was like, it was like a decent black hole. Actually no, it was a haste storm charge into mid which could kill the puck, and really, they got outplayed in the mid. And we're going down a similar road again. Under Conspiracy, actually, this time they ban out the OD, and the Broodmother's removed, so we're down to just the Invoker, and the Queen of Pain, which are the only 4 heroes that Baby Knight's been playing recently, unless he wishes to mix things up a little bit, but this is where we're sitting at. They just profit pick up from God Black, support everywhere, Phoenix brilliant on it, and it's very, very easy to play. Also let people know what's up for grabs in this. For the EU and CIS qualifier, basically we're currently in the quarterfinal. So this is a quarterfinal, best of 3. The winner will go to the wildcard stage, and I believe it's 65 teams plus 2 teams from the open qualifier. So it's... I don't fully understand it myself, but all I know is that we have to get teams through this qualifier, and the winner of this game will play up against the winner of Vega versus Diggity, which is being played tomorrow night. And yeah, so it is no Diggity, it is Cinderin's new team, which will actually be replacing, I believe that was actually Team Empire. No, sorry, the Team Empire game was postponed. No Diggity was actually invited. I'll check them. Yeah, so the winner of Vega versus Diggity tomorrow night will play up against the winner of the game. The loser of this game will drop in lower bracket, and I believe they will play up against, it could either be Na'Vi or up against one of the other opponents. Yeah. Coming up the way, Na'Vi actually lost, so we've only had one full game played out from the European qualifier, and that was DB versus Na'Vi. That was the best of 3 series that was played just before Na'Vi traveled to the Dota Pit LAN, and then had their results they had there. So that was kind of harsh for them, but they dropped down to the lower bracket, and their game, I believe, is scheduled like 6 days. It gets played. That's the state of this tournament. We do have a whole bunch of other qualifiers still going on as well. The American qualifier is getting very close to the end. Complexity and Archon are actually in the upper bracket final for that one. For all the details of this tournament, I believe it is epicenter.com, or you can just go to join.com. We have as well. The SEA qualifier is also drawing to a close. Fnatic and MVP Phoenix are in the upper bracket final for that one, with TNC recently eliminating Mineski. So we're actually down to 3 teams for the Southeast Asian qualifier, and those games are actually played out. I believe we actually get through 2 of them tomorrow. So your eyes peeled for that one. We'll be up and early. And we also have the Chinese qualifier, which is doing a pre-qualifier right now. That will go into the main qualifier. We've got VG, Newbie, CDEC, eHome, IG Vitality, who are actually right now appear to be the better IG squad, and LGD and 2 more teams still to qualify into the pre-qualifiers, where we've got, in one of them, we've got the grand final of Tongfu versus, wait, that's Tongfu versus IG. Interesting. We may have a bit of a mistag on our thing there. Either way, it's like IG Vit and Tongfu, CDEC A, FTD A, VGR, VG Reborn, who actually completely crushed the original VG team. Like, it wasn't even close. RTK made it so hard. But yeah, and they're playing up against Wings, who right now looking to be a team that can capitalize on the changes in the Chinese scene. Everyone's moving in a way where they're very unstable, focused. So yeah, Wings are really trying to capitalize on that. They should be able to qualify for a couple of lands while China is in such a disarray. Probably say by before. We should have ourselves at least a good TI. Maybe not a great vanilla major, but still a good TI. Let's get back to this game, as we have gone through our draft. Puck and the Enchantress ban out. No surprise there. T-Spirit this time around, they're going to earlier pick up the Oracle. It was the 5th ban from London Spirits in the last game. They're worried that the Oracle would just be the magical nuke damage with the same amount of damage the Drow Ranger also off. Team Spirit have that option again. They don't have the Enchantress for all the big rotations, but even then, like, you can just try and win on lane presence alone. And you got a Nature's Prophet. Who needs an Enchantress for rotations when you got a Nature's Prophet? So we could be looking at the at 3 games in a row for Illidan to play that Drow Ranger. The Enchantress and Puck being taken out, like, there's a lot of other options for that. So it kind of feels like Solon is just trying to plug the leaks that at least he saw game 1, and that's the strength of those heroes. Void, again, like, all 4 same bans by Goblak. He doesn't change a single thing. He's making that offlane really difficult for London Conspiracy to draft for. No Lone Druid, no Beastmaster, no Faceless Void, no easy combos to really play with. The Bounty Hunter, like, kind of also interesting that you ban the Enchantress after you picked a Bounty Hunter, because Bounty Hunter thrives being able to just cripple the junglers or leech their experience. His powerhouse right there. Now, he's not going to get that if Team Spirit focus purely on laning phase. Now, up against a Tidehunter, they need to be able to do that. They also need to have some good reveal on a Bounty Hunter, so I look for Goblak to actually, he may just go in the Oracle Abaddon combo. Sephotic Shield, obviously, dispel crack. Your laning phase is going to be weak if you do that, and that could be another reason. Well, Solon could have just held off on the title pick. Really wanted to. Okay, well, Goblak fears not. This has got to be a draw. Like, even, yeah, the Enchantress with her Impetus, like, did a lot of damage when those fights became, like, started earlier on, but this just means your timing is more push orientated. He's someone that can deal with a Tidehunter, and Droid's actually really good with. Not good once the once she ventures too far away from the protection of her team, because then the bounty comes close and then turns everything off. Or the Tide gets a Blink Dagger 4-star.
Crystal Maiden.
That is very difficult to keep. Crystal Maiden pick up. Going that over the Witch Doctor. That's. Okay, yep. Goblak. You like it. Another signature Illidan hero. It won't be coupled with a Wisp, not this game. Unless they're going to run a mid-Oracle.
10 seconds remaining.
Not as big fan of that one. Yeah, Death Prophets would have made a lot nicer pickup. I agree with that, Solon. The pushing power of the Talons is crazy. Chaos Knight's now just this executioner. Crystal Maiden is so dead. Like, at the start of every fight, Oracle can just nuke Crystal Maiden into oblivion. Chen can actually amplify that, or nuke her himself. And Nature's Prophet still got Wrath of Nature. So the Crystal Maiden surviving is going to be very difficult. The reveal game against the Bounty Hunter will be interesting to watch. So will the success of the Tidehunter offlane. Chaos Knight's not that brilliant against the Tidehunter, obviously, but going against Tide is never a positive thing. Unless they try and go for a good gank. And that's probably going to be the weakness of Tidehunter, is knowing when to fall back. So we have to watch the warding very closely of the Tide offlane, because that'll give him an inkling of when the Chen's going to rotate over. At all of the times he wants to be in point-blank range of the Chaos Knight, so he's in range for Anchor Smash, farm up heavily, and get a lot of experience. If he stays too long, you've got both Chaos Bolt and Reality Rift Chaos Knight to keep the Tidehunter in position, plus the Oracle's Fortune End. Like, alright? Fortune's End. I always get, like, Fortune's End and False Promise, like, mixed in my brain. But yeah, you got that the Fortune's End to actually stop Tidehunter for a bit too. And then Goblak will come in with Shed Army, find the kill on the Tidehunter, and then push harder. And an Ember Spirit pickup. Not bad against Nature's Prophet. Again, though, we're looking at a whole bunch of heroes that require farm before they do anything, because Voka can actually do a lot early on, but he can't use rotating support to make that work. So the Bounty Hunter is probably going to be our bigger thing. So I got two things I want to see from London Conspiracy. Positioning for their offlane to see how aggressive the TIE can play. And the second thing is the Bounty Hunter rotations. What the Crystal Maiden does, I don't even really care about. Like, she's going to do pulling on the top lane, throw the lane for the Ember Spirit, so you can get farm over. That's just going to be her thing. Farm a little bit with Frostbite, and she can go around with the Chen. But more than likely, if that rotation's coming in from Chen, is coming towards the mid to catch out the Invoker. So Crystal Maiden's going to be too far away from that, so it'll have to be like carry TP and come in. But then you could just lose both the Crystal Maiden as well as the Invoker. Sanctus Prophet will also TP into that, and we get a Wind Ranger last pickup. That'll be the mid Wind Ranger. Physical damage against the towers. Obviously with Focus Fire, not bad against the heroes. Actually thinking this is a good Deso game. There's not a huge amount of armor for London Conspiracy. You kind of make them paper. I know a lot of the damage is magical anyway, but it really helps Chaos Knight find the kill and move on to his next target. Which is why, like, first reason my brain went to Desolator. And the second is Team Spirit really want a way where they can put down the buildings nice and quickly. Now, they're going to have an army behind them, but the army can be destroyed pretty quickly by the Ember Spirit. You got to try and have a way where you, especially if you're looking to go high ground, where you can make those buildings a lot more susceptible to the physical damage while you're there. Obviously, having a whole bunch of Chaos Knights helps with that, but also it could be a detriment. Because Ember Spirit's Sleight of Fist, obviously really great once he gets his battle.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, hello TP, always want to fly on the run. Viver's already making his way up, so always want to fly. He wants to watch the rotations more than anything else. So yeah, you see this ward right here. It's still a D-ward position because you could just throw a sentry like around this area here. If you look for the ward here or there or... you don't really care about this point. Because you just have faith in Funnick to do his job. And you get a lot of faith in Funnick to do that. He's one of these guys that with a little bit of Trent micro, like, stopped on the offlane. Searching for the bounty.
30 seconds.
In and out of invis. This bounty hunter looks like he's on a job just to try and screw with the Chen. Throws any sentry wood. There is no scouting of him. I want to watch Gold Black's positioning then. Like, what does he do? I still haven't seen this offlane observer ward for the Tide Hunter. Because coming down there now. Obviously, he's not going to take this as Baby Knight, so I've spoken Baby Knight, obviously the first to get the runes.
Every coin helps.
Oh, and they're switching the lanes. Oh, this is so clever. So, Funnick runs the safe lane. Is in the wrong position now. The courier's making his way out, but it looks like Gold Black's already here to ferry that item, and then he'll move into the dire jungle. The overward gets placed down by Biver, so now they can see to the mid. The sentry ward from Iceberg is a little bit too far away, but now sees where Biver is. Instantly into the wind run, does as much damage as possible, and now he gets his salve. So, Iceberg's in a really good position. This top lane, Illidan and Noise want to fly together. Delopi and Solon, like this is a horrible lane for a Crystal Maiden. She needs to stay close enough that she can stop the attack if Illidan decides to initiate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Golbat's going to ping again, the fact he's warded, and Biv is also just going to follow him to the end. Yeah. Or like, can you please save me that Wild Wing? He'll be fine by the time he gets there. At least he gets one creep. Crystal Maiden's just going to be dead on this lane. He gets caught out too far. You want level 2 over on the Chaos Knight, that's what makes that possible. The Searing Chain's leveled. Loppy actually hasn't done anything yet. Gold Black. There's no Shuriken Toss obviously for Bounty Hunter. But he's not farming, so Biver and Gold Black are going to stay on the same levels. Gold Black also pinged out saying like he knows exactly where he is. They start the tornado. Just force in the lane. Like, yeah, it's a 3-on-3, but then Fortune's end and the 1 second stun. Okay, that just looked a little too easy. Biver will cut to the tree line. Let's strike into the mid. Iceberg. Oh, that Forge Spirit trying to remove more armor. Iceberg may have to salve up for a moment. Yeah, he will as he goes up the hill. Forge Spirit's probably going to cancel it. Yeah, it does. Removes one of the armor. Still a combo from Baby Knight. Shows you also the mentality here of Team Spirit. They are so happy about this. Like, Vivis now come down to the bottom lane, trying to find an opening on Funnick, who's going up against the Tide. Tide's going to be very, very happy with this lane. And he's up against melee units and a little bit of chip damage from Funnick. Until Funnick gets the phase boots, really that much of a threat. Yeah. But he also understands the fact, like, it's a trade-off. Funnick is still going to get levels in this lane, and when he TP's up to the top lane, they're going to lose more. Tide comes in with the Ravage. That may do a little bit of work, but it won't do enough. These ganks need to work, but the Sentry's wards is down. So Funnick is well aware of Vivis' presence here. And that will allow top lane to then engage. Yep, they take out the Ember Spirit. And Crystal Maiden can just be dove right now.
Nuh-uh.
Like Iceberg as well as Baby Knight, I don't think they can even help like on that top lane. Like Team Spirit don't want his help. The Invoker can't leave the mid lane. Like he's the only lane right. Actually, he's not even doing well. Like it's 6-2 on Baby Knight against the 17-6 of Iceberg. This mid lane has just been outplayed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Again, we're looking at a point where all the CS on all the lanes is going the way of Team Spirit, apart from this bottom lane, which is the Kefka lane. As I said, like this isn't a good trade-off because Funnick's just going to take all the levels and all the farm that he's got and pump it into something a lot more damaging. And with Phase Boost now, he can actually battle with the physical damage of Kefka. Okay, he's just standing his ground. Like, he doesn't care. Like, you can attack him for 64 damage all you want. He's not going to achieve anything. And Goldblast got in space from Biver. Biver looks a little lost. Like, he's not certain if he's meant to be ganking at the bottom. He's going to secure the 4-minute rune right now. And this can be picked up by... Well, then again, you don't even give it to Bounty Hunter, to Bayonet. Goldblast's just farming up in the jungle, and Biver is not stalking him. So the Chen is finding levels. Funnick is still having the time of his life. The Sentry Ward is now going to reveal the fact that Biver's here. Triggers the phase boost, gets back underneath the tower, and Biver, man, you're too close here. You're way too close here. And with no Ghost Walk, Funnick's going to get himself a kill. Dark Creep Wave was looming, but Funnick ends up surviving this. In 10 mana, he'll probably just TP back to base by a TP scroll and come back out again. But Team Spirit aren't going to just, like, hold on their laurels now. They want to attack even further. Goldblank attaching for Baby Knight. It's a double controller, but Baby Knight will still go down. Iceberg will shift the aggro off him. Really good movement from Goldblack, and they get to go now up on the top lane as well. Fortune's End over on top of Jalopy. Illidan with a 2-second stun. That heal is now starting to kick in, but always want to fly. Obviously just throws another nuke on top of him. And that heal which always want to fly, she provided towards the Ember Spirit, won't do anything. The Crystal Maiden will also pop 6-0 with 5 minutes in. Team Spirit, they've got this game by the throat, and they are throttling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kefka is the only hope. Now that he actually has Ravage, but what do you do with the Ravage? Can't get close enough on the top lane to really fight. Ember's not doing enough damage. So all you can really do is try, well, that you can try for a solo kill, but then you're going to burn a huge AoE ulti controller. That Jalopy, he can't even cut himself through. 3 seconds on the stun, and Illidan blocks his path with a great reality rift. A little lucky on the distance part of it. And looks like Kefka as well. There's Prophet, he's going to create a whole bunch of trees. Oh wow, if he doesn't get this kill, the Sunstrike's on the way in, but Kefka's dying in a moment. Because it's going to be 2 attacks from Funnick. He blew Ravage and doesn't even find a kill on Funnick. That is the ultimate disaster right now for London Conspiracy. Team Spirit are all over him like a hot rash. Illidan's going to chase after Solon as well. Control comes down. The courier actually helps give vision over on Solon. Just sitting on top of him as well. And Solon knows he can't do anything about it. He gets a little bit of money killing off the troll of Goldblack. But we are now 9-0. Bounty rotation was also scattered out before. When he came in and he ghost walked here, he thought he was invis, but he actually wasn't. Sorry, he wasn't being seen, but he actually wasn't. Iceberg gonna... Yeah. He wants this. Just an easy time power shot. Gonna miss that one. But his physical damage is not gonna be enough.
Dire's top tower.
Wrath of Nature was also on cooldown. Hello, bottom lane. Sonic dropping low. Kafka. Can he even? No, he can't. Always want to fly. The Sunstrike. Panic! He walked back into it! LC will finally get themselves 1 kill on the board. Again, they lost the Bounty Hunter.
Dire's top tower.
It's still
is
going to be
under
worth
attack.
it considering how much he is, like... You give Tide more. It's still like, he's building a 4-star. Or is he? No, he's actually going for the mech. See, this is... feels odd. Feels very, very odd. Go for the early mech because you understand the team spirit of forcing a team fight, but the mech won't offset enough of the damage. Baby Knight's also going to go down. Iceberg, easy shackle. Just uses the sprout to set up for it. Iceberg probably could have moved and dodged that Sunstrike that was coming in. Phantom Man will not pass. Ah! That's not even crit! That's not even a crit! That is base damage onto a level 4 Crystal Maiden who has 2 branches, 1 for each hand.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh. This is painful. Like, this is hemorrhoids right here is what this is.
Tower has fallen.
Just burns. You can never sit comfortably.
At last.
Yeah, so the reason why I was a little off about this, like the mech build over on Kafka, the early mech I could stand battling against Team Spirit, but what does it really enable them to do? Do you then team up with the Invoker? Like, Invoker requires Hand of Midas. He needs to play catch up, also needs levels. Now, the Ember Spirit is never going to get anything at this rate. Like, he just picked up a bottle, but it's... What does the mech grant you? Like, it's a little bit of extra sustain. You've already got your Ravage, which is kind of useless at this point. Because it's an ultimate which won't do enough damage. Like, Hand of God will be able to repair. And the stun duration time doesn't really set up for anything for LC, because they don't really have a good combination. That's where the Tide is for me, like this little, like, laning-wise, it seems better. See, now you trigger the Ravage. There's no Hand of God. They don't have that extra life back, but now Illidan, he really wants Baby Knight, and he's got the damage as well. And with a 3-second stun over on Viva, Fortune's in from always on a fly. They're giving as much life back to Illidan as possible. He may still pot trick here. Nope, the armlet toggles himself back up again. 3 heroes lost for LC. Always on a fly and makes a break for the tree line, but with Munich behind him, he can potentially sprout and buy some more space here for the Oracle. Even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. A 4-second stun, the TP's down from the Titan, so they realized that was happening. But it's 17-2, you got 1 kill on an HS Prophet who kind of, like, it was just Funnick screwing up a little bit, walking into a Sunstrike, not seeing it coming. Obviously, we have the sight, so we can see that coming. But it's just more game sense. And then you lose an Oracle after he already managed to save Illidan, and that combination, like, even that's a wombo combo. The Chaos Knight as well as the Oracle, it may not seem it because it's not a heavy nuking combo, even though Oracle has that himself. But it's the fact that Illidan can just sustain for so damn long. Like, he's probably getting himself ready to fight this. He was waiting for the Anchor Smash, now your Reality ripped him back in again. You can turn that armlet on in just a moment. The Sunstrike's going to come in, Illidan not even getting caught in between toggles. They're trying to do it, but the Titan's down for the count. Always on a fly, runs away. He's actually got his false promise up again at the moment, but it's Goldblack rotating him from behind. This game, like, we haven't even seen a tier 2 tower go down, but it's already over. GG is the call. The players will agree. We actually get through this entire series without clocking 25 minutes worth of game time on the board. London Conspiracy have just had the boot verbally shoved up the rectum. Team Spirit looking solid, laning good, but it felt like London Conspiracy gave them the space to do whatever the hell they wanted again. London Conspiracy, this isn't what I expect from them. Like, they were playing before such great lane, like, presence heroes, I think is the word I'm really searching for here, as they just move. They moved so well before. The Broodmother mid was a great play, gets taken out, and then